Okay, we're up here in the attic and our light fixtures do not have protective covers on them. But this is for the HVAC system. We're going to go in the order of the report. We've got a nice walkway, we've got a nice service platform. Nice. What we don't have, and we're going to start off with heating. And what we don't have is we do not have a care and use manual up here. And so this is our furnace and this is fine. This is our fresh air induction for the furnace. It's where it gets its, from the ventilated attic, because we've got all this attic ventilation up here. And to the best of my knowledge, and I will do a little homework, but to the best of my knowledge, this is okay, unless the manufacturer says, I don't have the manufacturer's manual, unless the manufacturer says that it should draw its combustible air directly from the exterior. In that case, they have different pipes and different ways to address this. In that case, they have not addressed this in that case. So far, I'm thinking we're pretty good. Trying not to start trouble, alright? But I'm also letting you know that I'm going to do a little bit of homework. And anybody like to leave some comments down there, you can do that. You can say, hey bud, you don't know what you're talking about. And I've heard that before. I don't have any feelings. So this is our furnace, this is our gas piping. Got a sediment trap. So this is our, as far as the, no, not quite. As far as the furnace is going, we're questionable about the ventilation. But the reason why we're questioned about the ventilation is a high efficiency furnace. Okay? A high efficiency furnace, and you're going to hear this on the water heater video too. That means we can use plastic pipe because it extracts so much heat out of it, the gas and the heat, and delivers it to the living space. So it does exhaust fumes, including carbon monoxide and other things. It does exhaust those things. So it has to exhaust to the exterior. But by doing that, like the water heater, by doing that, we have a condensate drain line. This creates condensate to be able to extract so much heat and to be so efficiency that you use this piping. That this piping right here is to drain. It actually condensates like an air conditioner would. But the byproduct, the condensation, is acidic. It condensates acid. When we come down here and we've got a vent pipe, probably should have a cap on it. I can't see what the arrangement is exactly. But I was able to probe up underneath here, and I was able to look at this, and it has a screen. Okay, not a filter. It has a screen trap to catch, I guess, the big globs or whatever. So it's supposed to be cleaned every once in a while. They're going to have to tear this tape off. They're going to have to put the tape back on. But and where does it go? Zip. Joins our HVAC condensate and goes, and it continues to go. And the reason why it's insulated is because this is running in the wintertime. Alright? And it goes over to a plumbing drain. It goes into your drain system. Acidic water, okay, highly acidic water without a neutralizing filter is going directly into your drain system. So that's not a very good thing, I gotta say. I just gotta say that I would want a neutralizing filter. I can say that because I would. So I would want it to be installed like the instructions say. Then it's properly supported, and we got these girders across here, and I really like this system. But this is a high efficiency furnace. It's a high efficiency furnace that creates condensate, and the water drains, and the drain gets clogged. It's not done right. Water drains, and that's why we have a safety pan in case we got failure. Okay, and safety pan is out wider than the unit. But these girders are out here, so the water can come off of the pan and travel down these, and then onto the floor, onto your roof. And I was pretty proud of myself because I found that the other day. I saw that in a real life application. So these either should have been shorter, and that's kind of hard to do because of this, or we should make some kind of provision so that they would drain back into the pan. And that's probably what I would do, is put a little piece of chan. I don't know. I don't write prescriptions. I know that these extend out past the pan and it leaks. I know that you need access to the pan. I know there's got to be a solution. So let's talk about the evaporator coil here for a moment. Okay. Yeah, and we don't have instructions for that either. And there's our data plate. This is the data plate for a furnace. Okay. So I don't have anything to complain about. I don't. It's wild. Deep P-trap, insulated, safety pan. The only thing I had to complain about is the same thing. These girders stick out too far. It's kind of like a universal, but something that's unique, you know, something in and of itself about the evaporator coil. I don't have anything to say. Believe that? Okay, and now it's ventilation. So it's heating, cooling, and ventilation in the Texas Real Estate Commission inspection report. You think that's going to leak air? I do. I think it's going to leak air real good. This is our fresh air induction fan. And I'd like to get the model number. Oh, I can do that. I can get the model number for you. And you're going to want to know what the model number is, because our fresh air induction fan, I opened it up. I said, oh, thank God. This is one of those that doesn't have it only has a screen. It doesn't have a filter. But this is not the case. We are missing our filter. We are missing our filter on our fresh air induction fan. Now, also on our ductwork, we're not supposed to have more than ½ inch sag. Not supposed to have more than ½ inch sag. Not supposed to have more than ½ inch sag. And then our webbing that's holding this doesn't have any supports underneath it. So imagine if that was a belt and it was keeping your pants up. Okay, that's going to roll like an old cheap pair of underwear. And it's just going to turn into a rope, and it's going to pinch like it's starting to. It's going to pinch your air duct. So we don't have saddles underneath our webbing. We have more than ½ inch sag. Some of it's kinked because we don't have saddles underneath our webbing. We got some leaks at the air plenum. And we're missing our filter for our fresh air induction fan. We need this fan. We need this fresh air induction fan because this is a tight house. It's supposed, you know, if you got your barriers up like you're supposed to, and some other things have been taken into consideration like they should be, then you've got a very tight house. So you got to bring in a little bit of fresh air to, you know, so that you don't develop the sick house syndrome. And that's what this fan is for. That's why that's here. And since you're bringing air from the outside, maybe we want to insulate it. Maybe we want to filter it. Get home and